Okay, continuation of the topic, Nyquist plot. We are discussing how to draw the Nyquist plot for various models. Also discussed the omega C, omega G, gain margin, phase margin. So this is another model, problem number 7. The specialty is it is not having pole at origin. Then poles are located on j omega axis. S square plus 2 is having poles on j omega axis. So path depends on the open loop transfer function. Nyquist path always depends on the open loop transfer function. Majority of the problems they give pole at origin, maybe 80-85%. So rarely or special models no pole at origin. That problem already solved. This problem specialty is poles on j omega axis. So one pole is located at plus j2, another pole located at minus j2. If you solve this, you get same. Another pole is at s equal to minus 2, no worry, because that is in LHS. So we have to select a path such a way that the pole on j omega axis also should be eliminated. So here again another small circle which eliminate this, another small circle which eliminate this. If there is a pole at origin, S term is there, then this section, this elimination also we consider. So problem become more complicated with S and S square plus 4. So main focus on this, so S is not taken. Therefore this is straight. So this second section not there, this fourth section is there. Now we have so many sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got so many sections. Okay. So main important point, S equal to 0, S equal to 0, 2 plus j infinite, 0 to plus j infinite, S equal to 0 is 1 point, S equal to j of 2 minus epsilon. What is this pole location? Plus j2. What is the circle radius? Epsilon. What is this point? Obviously j2 minus epsilon. This point will be j2 plus epsilon, because this gap is how much? Epsilon. This gap is how much? Epsilon. This gap is epsilon. Okay. What is this point? j2 plus epsilon. j2 plus epsilon, here j of 2 minus epsilon, j of 2 plus epsilon, because it is on j omega axis, whereas this point is j2 plus epsilon. So how many points we find out? This point, this point, this point, this and this. So these are the important points. So first GH at S equal to 0. 0 means K by 8, simply K by 8. At S equal to 0, G of S, H of S is simplified to K by 8. This point over. Next this point, GH at S equal to limit epsilon tends to 0, J2 minus epsilon, J2 minus epsilon. So K by, in place of S, j2 minus epsilon plus 2. Then this square, what is this square? S square na? J square is minus, 2 square is 4, epsilon square minus 2ab, minus 4 epsilon plus 4. Now K by, here epsilon is small, neglected, 2 plus 2j, 2 plus 2j, then minus 4 plus 4 cancel, epsilon square neglected, minus minus plus 4 epsilon. Now this 4 epsilon, something by 0 is infinite, or limit r tends to infinite. This will give angle of 2 plus 2j na, this will give angle of plus 45, coming to numerator minus 45. So limit r tends to infinite or angle of minus 45. This point over. Next, this point, limit epsilon tends to 0, j2 plus epsilon. Now k by j2 plus epsilon plus 2, then this is square, minus 4 epsilon square, then minus 4 plus 2 into 2 4 na, plus 4j epsilon, plus 4j epsilon, then plus 4. Now this cancel, and k by 2 plus 2j, epsilon is neglected. Here epsilon square is small, neglected. Now j4 epsilon. We are doing just approximation. 4j epsilon will give minus 90. This will give minus 45. Minus 90 minus 45 minus 135. Limit r tends to infinite, r minus 135. This third point. Similarly, fourth point, in detail I have not done, you can do it later. Simplify, you get angle 135. Angle 135. Then last point at s equal to infinite. So something by infinite will be 0. Now observe how mapping is done. This is Nyquist plot drawn. S equal to 0 means what is S value? S equal to j omega na. So when S equal to 0, what is omega also? 0. If S equal to j, 2 minus epsilon means what is omega? 2 minus epsilon. So in terms of omega I have written, this is omega equal to 0. When frequency 0, what is the value? K by 8. So what is this length? K by 8. This length is K by 8 at omega equal to 0. Second, omega equal to 2 minus epsilon, what we got? A bigger circle with minus 45. So this point, if I project, what is this angle? Clockwise is negative, so minus 45. What is this distance? Strictly speaking, this distance is infinite, because r is infinite. Bigger circle. Now frequency of 2 minus epsilon, we are getting angle of minus 45. So if you imagine a line, minus 45, on that line this point should be located. So omega equal to 0, k by 8, this is a finite. It will go to infinite with angle of minus 45 at the frequency omega equal to 2 minus epsilon. Then this third, infinite minus 135. Minus 135. So this point, minus 90, minus 45, minus 135. So this point, this is first, this is second, this is third, this third, minus 135. Fourth one plus 135. This is fourth one. If you measure this way, plus 90 plus 45, so plus 135. This line is plus 135. This line is minus 135. First point, second, third, fourth, fifth. Fifth is 0. mapping to 0. So this will go back to again 0. So omega equal to 0 here, omega increasing, again going to 0. It is infinite. So 0 to frequency is infinite. Indirectly S equal to 0 to infinite means frequency 0 to infinite. Positive frequencies. Negative frequencies mirror image. So mirror image of this will be like this. The dotted line is the mirror image of that. Because this portion I am not doing, this is mirror image of this. Once I draw Nyquist plot for this, other portion is mirror image of that. So without doing remaining work, and this dotted line indicates mirror image of other one. So that completes the Nyquist plot. So once Nyquist plot is over, we have to find out encirclement. If this distance is infinite, definitely -1 is inside. So when you project a line, it is encircling -1 point to 2 times in clockwise. It is encircling -1 point to 2 times in clockwise. So clockwise means negative, so n equal to -2. Now what is the argument? N equal to p minus z, n is -2. From the problem not having poles in RHS, so P0, solve for z equal to 2 is unstable. Open loop system is stable, but closed loop system is becoming unstable. So these are the conclusions. So based on this problem, path selected, these points are sensitive points, and simplify accordingly, map, and the negative portion, other portion is mirror image of that. Then find out number of encirclements, substitute, solve for z. So this is another important model. Next we will discuss polar plot. Polar plot. Nyquist plot is also a polar plot. Polar plot means r of angle theta. For every value of frequency in the S plane, mapping, we are drawing r of angle theta. Magnitude and angle is a polar plot. So Nyquist plot is a polar plot. But when they draw Nyquist plot, you have to follow Nyquist plot procedure. If they ask to draw polar plot, you just straight away follow polar plot. So we'll solve one problem. Given GH equal to 10 by S into S plus 1. S into S plus 1. Now draw the polar plot. So this is very simple. Now G j omega, H j omega, because S equal to j omega, 10 by j omega into j omega plus 1. Then what is the magnitude of this? Is 10 by omega root of 1 plus omega square. Magnitude. So this magnitude is omega. This is root of 1 plus omega square. Then what is the angle of this? Minus 90 minus tan inverse omega. J omega coming to numerator, minus 90 minus tan inverse omega. Now prepare a table. Prepare a table. One is frequency omega, then magnitude, angle. Magnitude and angle. So starts with omega equal to 0. 0 frequency, what is the magnitude? Infinite. 0 frequency, what is the angle? Omega 0 means minus 90. Now omega equal to 0.1. So 0.1 substitute and simplify. This is 100. Angle of minus 96. With 1, magnitude 7, minus 135. If it is 10, 0.1, minus 174. If it is 100, 001, minus 79, infinite, 0, minus 180. So when frequency changing from 0 to infinite, how magnitude and angles are changing. So this is r of theta form. That's why it is called as a polar plot. Nyquist plot, after selecting the Nyquist path, section 2, section 4, we spend a lot of time. After that, what we are going to get is this only. Okay. But if directly we do this way, why that encirclement, y minus 1, all those things, we don't know. But that theory obtained from the Nyquist principle of argument. But after struggled everything, whatever Nyquist plot we got is nothing but the polar plot. You can obtain like this also. But in the exam, if they ask Nyquist plot, don't follow this procedure. If you follow this procedure, what you get is same as Nyquist only, but don't follow this. Most of the books, they are following this to draw Nyquist plot. It is ridiculous. This is not a Nyquist plot. Nyquist plot is a polar plot. Polar plot is not Nyquist plot. Nyquist plot is a polar plot, but this polar plot is not Nyquist plot. So with the help of these details, next we have to draw the plot. So how to draw? With the 0 frequency, when frequency is 0, length is infinite, angle of minus 90. So this line is minus 90. The point is located here. What is this distance? Is infinite. What is the frequency? 0. When frequency 0, length is infinite, angle of minus 90. Then when frequency is 0.1, length 100, infinite to come to 100, minus 96. Approximately we are drawing. So this is the, what is this angle? Minus 96. What is this length? 100. This is omega equal to 0.1. Next with 1, it is 7. Here omega equal to 1. What is this length? 7. What is this angle? Minus 135. Next point will be omega equal to 10. Next omega equal to 100. Next omega equal to infinite. When omega equal to infinite, magnitude 0, angle of minus 180. So when it is 100, almost to minus 180, but a very small value. So if I join this, if I join all these points, this is again like a Nyquist plot only. So 0 to infinite. If you draw the Nyquist plot, we got like this now. We got Nyquist plot like this. But this is almost to 0. So you can also connect like this. What is this portion? This portion is a polar plot. So Nyquist plot is also a polar plot. So this polar plot is this. So 0 to infinite. This is polar plot. For any problem, replace S with j omega, find out magnitude expression, angle expression, choose some random values 0, 0.1, 1, 10, logarithmically you select, and find corresponding magnitude and angle, locate the points and join, that is a polar plot. So like that, any problem, by following this you will get the polar plot. So polar plot is over. Now draw the polar plots for 1 by s, 1 by s square, 1 by s cube, 1 by s power 4. 1 by s means j omega, 1 by j omega. So if it is 1 by s equal to 1 by j omega, what is the magnitude? 1 by omega. What is the angle? Minus 90. There is no omega term. Always angle is minus 90. Omega equal to 0, infinite. Omega equal to infinite, 0. So that means this value only changing, angle is not changing. So what is the polar plot or a Nyquist plot is this. This is omega equal to 0, omega equal to infinite. Omega equal to 0, this length is infinite. Omega equal to infinite, this point is 0. But angle is always minus 90. So this axis is the plot for 1 by s. If it is 1 by s square, if it is 1 by s square, it will be like this. Every s will give an angle of 90 degrees. So again this is omega equal to 0, omega equal to infinite. Then c bit 1 by s power 3. That's all. D bit is this. Omega equal to 0, omega equal to infinite. 1 by s square, 1 by s cube, 1 by s power 4. Again this is 1 by s power 5. S power 5. 1 by s power 6. 1 by s power 7. 1 by s power 8. 1 by s power 9. 1 by s power 10, s power 11, s power 12. So like that it is rotating. Every 1 by s rotation of 90 degrees. So this is how we can draw the polar plot for any form. GH is given as 10 by s into s plus 1, s plus 2. Find omega c, omega g, gain margin and phase margin. So previous class we discussed this. Omega c is phase crossover, omega g gain crossover, gain margin, phase margin. Now g j omega, h j omega equal to 10 by j omega plus 1, j omega plus 2. This is the problem number 1. It is nothing but after multiplication, separate real and imaginary, minus 3 omega square plus j 2 omega minus omega cube. This problem already solved, that is problem number 1. After multiplication, separate real and imaginary. What is omega c? Is the frequency at which imaginary part is 0. So that means omega common 2 minus omega c omega square equal to 0. Omega square is 2. Omega equal to plus or minus root. This omega is omega c. This omega c is phase crossover frequency. Omega c is phase crossover frequency. It is the frequency at which imaginary part is 0. When imaginary is 0, this will give angle of plus or minus 180. It is a frequency at which angle is plus or minus 180 is true. It is the frequency at which imaginary part 0 is also true. So omega c done. Omega g. What is omega g? Is the gain crossover frequency. It is the frequency at which magnitude is equal to 1 or gain is equal to 1. That means 10 by omega, this magnitude is that one, minus 3 omega g square plus j 2 omega g minus omega g cube, magnitude is equal to 1. At what frequency? This magnitude is equal to 1. So how to find this magnitude? 10 by square root of, this is square, so 9 omega g to the power of 4 plus this is square. So 2 omega g minus omega g3 square is equal to 1. So square both these sides, you will get 100. So this expansion and simplify, one step I am eliminating. You will get this 9 omega g to the power of, will get omega g to the power of 6 plus 5 omega g to the power of 4 plus 4 omega g square equal to 100. Just to take another 1 or 2 steps, you simplify, you will get this. Square both the sides, solve for this, you will get this. So we have to find omega g here. If you take omega g, if omega g equal to 1 to the power of 6, 1 plus 5, so this is becoming less than 100. Less than 100. If omega g equal to 2, greater than 100, but equal to 100, na? It is bisection method. If you take omega g 1 less than 100, 2 greater than 100, that means there is a root between 1 and 2. There is a root between 1 and 2. Now you take 1.5. At 1.5, you are getting less than 100. So omega g 1.5 also less than 100, but 2 greater than 100. So there is a root between 1.5 and 2. So almost if you take omega g equal to 1.8, it is becoming 100. So what is omega g now? Approximately 1.8. So that is the root we are finding. Okay, I hope this. So approximation method we have to do it. Next to gain margin. What is gain margin? 20 log base 10 magnitude of 1 by Gj omega c Hj omega c. At omega c, what is the gain? At omega c, what is the gain? 10 by minus 3 into omega square is 2 na? So this is nothing but minus 10 by 6. So this is 20 log base 10. You will get 6 by 10. 6 by 10. This is in terms of dB minus 4.4 dB. Because when I am taking magnitude, negative will eliminate. 1 by 10 by 6 is nothing but 6 by 10. Simplify, you will get this. Negative dB means unstable. Means unstable. That is gain margin. Next, what is the phase margin? 180 minus mod angle of Gj omega g Hj omega g. At omega g you have to find angle. Mod means negative become positive. That will give phase margin. Okay, but how do you find the angle of this? Angle. What is the angle expression at omega g? So that is minus 90 minus tan inverse omega minus tan inverse omega by 2. So minus 90 minus tan inverse at omega g we have to find. Means this is 1.8. Tan inverse 1.8 by 2. We will get minus 193. Minus 193. So this is equal to 180 minus mod of minus 193. This is equal to 180 minus 193 equal to minus 13. Minus 13. So minus 13 degrees is the phase margin. Because of this negative again unstable. This is the problem number 1. We started with K. For system to be stable, K by 6 should be greater than 1. This is what we got the conclusion. For what value of K system is stable? K greater than 6. K less than 6. Less than 1. K by 6 less than 1. So K should be less than 1 for system to be stable. Because I have taken 10 more than 6 unstable. That's why gain margin negative, phase margin also negative. Both negative, unstable, both positive, stable. One positive, one negative will not occur. So what is the drawback of Nyquist plot is solving for omega g is the time consuming method. Without knowing omega g, you can't find phase margin. So phase margin will take more time. Gain margin will take less time. Gain margin easy to find. Phase margin it takes more time because of complexity in solving this polynomial. Here a third order is giving to the power of 6. This we have to solve using approximation. That's why it takes more time. That is the one of the major drawback with the Nyquist plot. To overcome this drawback, we go for the Bode plot. So Bode plot will be next topic. So with this I am stopping. Thank you.